Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. So this week we're only like in the middle of the week and it has already been a crazy week for me. So I will dive a little bit more into that further along in this video. But today I am going to be making some deodorant. This is an organic deodorant. I have never done this before, so it's going to be a little bit interesting to see how this turns out. But I realized I was running out of deodorant over here in the US. Everybody uses stick deodorant. Nobody uses spray like they do back at home. So we are going to make our own. This recipe that I found apparently only does like 3 bars, which I mean is fine for me because it takes me forever to get through like 1 stick of deodorant anyway. So yeah, it is completely organic. All the recipes I am using are organically sourced. So yeah, let's get right into it. Up in here at the moment because I am currently just melting down my beeswax. So the recipe that I'm going to use, super simple: coconut oil, arrowroot powder, beeswax, a little bit of baking soda, essential oils. I think that's it. So that's what I'm going to be using. Super simple stuff. Obviously my big old trusty jug of coconut oil. We're actually running a little low on it, so we do need to get some more. I ordered this organic arrowroot powder. I'll put a link in the description to all the products that I use. If you guys want to find them on Amazon, they're super easy. So this is an organic arrowroot powder. And then we've got baking soda, beeswax is melting, and my trusty Doterra Oils. For those of you that don't know what Doterra is, they are this super awesome company that is basically all essential oils. They do other different kind of veggie capsules and stuff like that, but I mainly focus on their essential oils. All of their oils are like, I can't even, it's a whole video to go into what Doterra is, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but their oils are all like, they do a lot of research and stuff. They're just awesome. So if you want to check them out, it'll be in the description below. But we're going to go ahead and make some deodorant. My shea butter is almost melted, so I'm going to go ahead and measure out my coconut oil, which I need 6.5 to 7 tablespoons. So of course, like any good homesteader, I have, one of them is chipped. Oh my god. That's so sad. So for Christmas, I guess you should say my mother-in-law got me a bunch of Pioneer Woman stuff because I'm basically the Pioneer Woman. So I got these super cute like tablespoons, teaspoons, and these little bowls as well. So that's what we're going to be measuring in today. Okay, so I need 6.5 to 7 tablespoons. Let's go for 7 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm going to measure that out. Okay, so that is my coconut oil. I should have done the powder first. Didn't think of that, did I? I need 4 to 5 tablespoons of arrowroot powder. So I'm just going to dry my tablespoon off really well so that it doesn't get all stuck, but I'm sure it will. How are you looking? Oh, you're almost there, beeswax. Okay, so 4 to 5 tablespoons of arrowroot powder. haven't even used this stuff yet. That's why I wanted to make deodorant, because I was like, I have to use the arrowroot powder somewhere. I'm going to be making some like body butters and stuff, so that's originally why I got the arrowroot powder. But I want to get rid of that yellow shea butter that I have first. And I still have like a whole 8 ounces of it before I buy any more shea butter. Because I know if I just buy regular, like clear shea butter, I'm going to end up wanting to use it and the yellow one's just going to get thrown in the trash. And nobody likes to waste things. So, we are going to use that in some, I'm going to make some doggy shampoos, like bars. That's going to be exciting. Okay, so we said 4 to 5. Let's go for, ooh, this stuff is like super powdery. 1. Oh my gosh, it's like icing sugar. 2, 3, go for 5, 4, 5. Okay. Then we need 2 to 4 tablespoons. Tablespoons? Teaspoons. I'm going to say tablespoons of baking soda. You'll have to excuse me if you hear the kittens running around. They just woke up, so there's plenty of fun things for them to be doing, like playing with springs. Bane of my life. The bane of my life. So let me tell you guys about what happened to me over this week. It's, what is it? It's like middle of the week now. And I was feeling really crappy on Sunday. I was like, I ain't got time for a cold. You know what, I got time for that. And then I kind of thought to myself, oh God, is this a cold? And then I was like, I'm sure it's a cold, but just to be cautious, because obviously my boss recently had COVID, one of our staff recently had COVID, I thought, let me just take Monday off. I don't feel great anyway, I'm not going to be good at work. I'm just going to get a COVID test. So I went and got a COVID test. Oh my God, have you guys ever had a COVID test? That stuff is retarded. Ow! Like, hello? Stop. Like, I feel like they basically were digging in my brains. It's like not even cool. I was crying. Like, not in pain, but my eyes were just streaming. And I feel like the kid that was swabbing up my nostrils was just in great amusement because my eyes were streaming like nobody's business. But yeah, so I go to the doctor's. How many did I do? I'm going to go for a little bit more. So I go to the doctor's. They get my history and whatever. I'm like, I think I might have COVID. I don't really, but I just want to make sure that, like, you know, the staff at work feel comfortable, like, me being around and stuff. So, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll go and get a test. So I went and got a test. They swabbed my nose. It was real sad. But the doctor, right. So I haven't been to this doctor before. But it's just around the corner from me. So I was like, why the heck not? So we go to the doctor. I start talking to him, and he's like, why do you think you got COVID and all this? So I'm talking to him. And then he's like, whereabouts in England are you from? Now, you guys have listened to me for long enough now to know that my accent is not very strong anymore. Like, I am full-on country with a little bit of a British twang in there somewhere. And he's like, you're from England, right? And I was like, yes. Yes, I am. But I also had mentioned that to the kid that was taking my vitals and stuff, so I thought maybe he had let him know that. But I was like, yes, I am. He's like, whereabout? And I was like, I guess you could say like Liverpool. He was like, oh, I knew it. And I was like, did I write that down somewhere? Like, I don't remember telling anybody that I was from that area. Do I know you? And I guess the face that I gave him, he was like, you sound like Steven Gerrard. Like, not even joking. I was mortified. I, for one, do not sound like Steven fucking Gerrard. And 2, what the hell? Turns out the doctor's like obsessed with the Liverpool football team. And he's like, do you watch football anymore? And I was like, didn't watch it to begin with, so why am I going to watch it now? But that's my little crazy story from getting COVID tested. That was fun. But yeah, so I don't know if I've got COVID. My rapid test results came back negative, so yay for that. But I have to wait for the PCR that come back tomorrow. So I feel better. I still got I'm hot and cold. I think it's just the weather. I think I've just got a bit of a cold. I don't think I'm dying. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? Okay, so we have measured out coconut oil, arrowroot powder, baking soda, and beeswax. It is all melted now. So just a word of warning from what I read online. I'm just going to stick that back in there just because I'm a little bit concerned that it's going to solidify. So what I read online, if you're going to use beeswax, it doesn't like being in there. If you're going to use beeswax, that's fine, but make sure you use like the whiter, creamier color of beeswax, purely because otherwise it's going to end up, your deodorant bar is going to end up like causing yellow stains and stuff, and nobody wants yellow pits. So all of my ingredients are nice, clean looking ingredients. So here we go. All of my stuff is measured out, and for some reason I didn't write down directions, so we're just going to guess that we mix them all together. So I'm going to get some molds together and then we'll start mixing. Okay, so I got my molds. So whilst I'm like rummaging around the kitchen trying to figure out which molds I want to use, so I'm going to show you guys. I have this mold. I have like a couple of these ones that are like little square ones, and they say like 100% handmade or whatever, and they've got like a thank you and all that stuff there. And then I thought, hold on a second, what about this? So this is meant to be like a muffin thing that you make muffins in your Instapot. See, it says Instapot. But I thought I just use it for deodorant because it's kind of like a ball, so then I can be like, and it'd be way more comfortable than having 100% handmade printed onto my armpit. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Like I said before, I've never done this before, so we're really gonna find out what is happening. So let's take a wonder. I knew this would happen. Look, my beeswax is already solidifying. God damn it. Okay, let's get mixing real quick. Okay, so as expected, because of me not thinking, as I added my first ingredient, being the coconut oil, to my beeswax just went completely solid. So now I am going to put my beeswax back in my Pioneer Woman pot and see if I can melt this down a little bit better, because it looks like... Let me see if I can show you guys. Hold on. It just looks like a lumpy mess of grossness. So let's try that again. of my powders to my liquid, and I'm gonna get this in the mold real quick, but I do also, see how it's already really starting to get thick, but I also want to put in my essential oil, so I might just end up throwing it over the heat again, just to make sure that it stays smooth. And I am gonna go ahead with my doTERRA essential oils. I'm kind of torn if I want to use tea tree or if I want to use lavender. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm going to go for lavender because I'm obsessed. So I'm going to throw in, it says 6 drops. I'm always super excessive with my essential oils, so we're probably going to do more than 6 drops. Let's be honest. I stopped counting. Okay, we'll give that a good stir. Stir, stir, stir. Ooh. Mmm. Oh, that smells so good. I love lavender. Lavender reminds me of my mom, like, so much. Okay, I am going to go ahead and throw this over the heat just because I can tell the beeswax is, like, really solidifying. And I want to get all of my ingredients in there. Okay, guys, so moment of truth here. I'm going to pour this into my molds. Ooh-wee. I'm not going to fill them all the way up. I think I'm going to have way more than I thought. I might end up filling them all the way up. That's 3 already. I thought I was going to have 3, so just keep going. 4. 5. I don't think I'm going to have enough for 6, so I'm just going to top these off. Okay, there she blows. I got all this really thick stuff still in there. See all this? Again, remember, never done this before. So we're just gonna bloop. Oh, it's so warm and it smells so good. Bloop. Alrighty, there we go. That is my lavender DIY fully organic deodorant bar. So that was my super simple and easy, that took me like 15 minutes, DIY organic deodorant. I do want to emphasize that this is a deodorant. It is not an antiperspirant. So the antiperspirants that you get at the store full of all them chemicals are going to stop you from sweating. This is not. This has got no chemicals. It has all organic stuff in it. So it's not going to stop you from sweating. And just like a little bit of science and information for you guys is that sweat is not what causes, well, sweat is what causes body, like the smell. But like when you don't have like clean pits, if you don't wash, that's where your body odor comes from. And if you don't put deodorant on, antiperspirant literally just like blocks your sweat glands from sweating. So this is not going to do that. It's just going to make your sweat smell like lavender. And who doesn't love a little bit of lavender excretion? So yeah, that is it for today. Hopefully nice and short and simple. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like down below and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Hit the bell button and it will tell you when I upload new videos. But that is it for me today. I hope you guys have a great week and stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you next week.